It's a venue and a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right off the play fake. Going deep right away. It's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. Nico Collins with a touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Cole Hardman now on the return. Return's looking good so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that on your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's the look at Texas hauling it in. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st down throw, here's Love. Escapes the pocket. Quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And now it's 2nd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
2nd and 10. Mark trying again. Touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd down carry for Achane. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. They pick up 1 on the run. 1 more, though. That takes him to 35.
They've got some room that's hold home on the stat sheet. But if you see a because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Stroud now on third. Buys time, rolling right. He's running for it. That one gains 7. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running left, here's A.J. Defenders are there to get him at the line. And Jordan Cooper there to make the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, Stroud. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. A-Chain on the inside give. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking this spring. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and back who can show off his wheels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw, Stroud. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes ended in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy when you're on 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Nate Hobbs in on that stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the board, quarterback's best friend, security blanket, and when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Let's see what they draw up on 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Andrew Cooper takes it away. And the Packers are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. It's an incredible effort by the offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. They stick with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later. Inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out. And you know what is so key about these RPOs. It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now. On play action, here's Stroud. Looking out, as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Nico Collins, the intended target. It's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans tie things up at 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. Taking a deep shot here. They connect on a deep shot. It's a Green Bay touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Chooses to bring this one out. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Putting the receiver in motion. Stroud throwing here on 1st. He's going deep this time. Big gain downfield. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans His third through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Texans tie this game at 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Hardman with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This, our last play of the quarter. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This has the makings of a shootout. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They've got a first to begin the frame. Going run again with Jacobs. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Quick throw to the left is complete. He pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They motion the tight end over. Running on first here with Jacobs. Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him first and goal.
And the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First down from the red zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Shotgun now for Love. This throws His world broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of this. It's been 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a chance. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Caleb, over the years I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Second and 10 now. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage of really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Here's A-Chain running right. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. Third down run from A-Chain. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Texans going to kick this away on fourth, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep. And they fake it on 4th and 1. But he's not going to get there. He's tackled short, and the fake punt is unsuccessful. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On second down, Jacobs. Pass midfield at the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Takes the handoff, now low. Complete out to the right. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Love from the gun. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Working quickly here. Running back sent in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Caught by Jacobs. Broke through the tackle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours. Go.
From the red zone now. And he McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers double their lead to 14. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Stroud off the play fake. Put some power on a deep one left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. They've got second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw, Stroud. He's looking deep once again. Really pushing the envelope on second down, and the deep shot doesn't work. Not enough to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. That's going to leave him with a tough third and long. From the gun, Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He's on the move. Still on the move, pulling down the right sideline. Trying to get it into Nico Collins. So it'll be second down.
You know, sometimes when you get outside that pocket and your body weight gets going laterally, that ball will sail on you. I mean, that's a tough connection to make even under the best of circumstances.
Looking to throw. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner he took matters in his own hands.
They send a receiver in motion right. First down throw. Here's Love. Watson with the catch. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I love throwing that first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Man in motion out of the slot. Thrown on first down, Love. Put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be second down. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Love out of the shotgun. He beams one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And it's 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun now, first round. Oh, brother, that's another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. And it's safe to say that this defense isn't just trying to defend a lead. They are trying to eliminate all doubts. And to that end, a big play to take that interception back for 6.
I think it's very easy for fans to see when an offense goes dormant and conservative and plays it safe. But defenses fight the same challenge, Cade, and kudos to that defensive coordinator. Don't be reckless, but this defense has earned the right to be aggressive.
The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31.
On the quick, right?
Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. He put everything he had into this one. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Stroud to throw again on second. Into the hand. Fights up for tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. Packers pick it up. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow. You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Running right, here's Jacobs. And he's caught after a game of about 2. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be third down. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The kick by Folk is good. And the advantage now sits at 24.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a chain up the middle. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Here we go. Stroud from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's got him. That's Mixon. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. That's incomplete left side.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Here he is on 3rd and long.
So often we talk about speed offensively. Right? We love receivers that can run. That is a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. Found some space, got his team 21 on that run back. And the Packers will take over possession. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. From the pistol, here's Love. He lets one fly deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers continue piling onto this lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. He's going to field this at the 2. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here we go. Here's a handoff for A-Chain. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Quarterback is there, he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. The Texans set to punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be their football. First and 10 now from the 30. Let's go. Handoff running right, Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Jacobs running behind center. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Packers football to start the 4th in what has been a one-sided game in their favor. Third and 4 coming up now. Shotgun now for Love. Finds his man. It's Craig. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Love from the gun. He's going to push one deep down the right. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Throwing his love on third. Reed's got it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And they're unable to pile another 3 onto that lead.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing the fantasy this week specifically because of that miss.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Second and 10 now. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Forward.
They'll run here following the penalty. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Stroud. Buying some time right. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and out third down.
On the quick, right?
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. H.N., a first down carry. Breaks the tackle, Queen, grabs it in. A massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down. Here we go.
From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Desperation time here on fourth. Throw is caught by the back. And he ends up out of bounds short of the marker of fail on fourth down. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A gift to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. He's trying to push the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge gain.
This one taken in by Griffin. And they'll take him down to the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Love out of the shotgun. He beams one deep right side. This is brought in at the 15. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Packers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Packers grow their lead yet again. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Return starts from the goal line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Try and push it deep downfield. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. First down from the red zone. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Texans making the scoreboard look a touch better. Nico Collins with the touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and 1 more ties the record. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. Oh, the Texans are confident they have it, and they do! All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was 2 things, Cade. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it. That gives you the confidence that you can get it done.
And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close.